Previously on TVSins.
Oh, that sounds like something a chicken would say. Buck, buck, buck.
Nobody calls me chicken needles. Nobody.
It set off this country's worst riots this century.
Show opens up with real horrific footage of a sensitive moment in American history, so I'm sure it'll be handled with the nuance and grace of a director who's known for such restraint. Reading. Also, seriously, the good does this do for anyone that's unfamiliar to this story to establish what year it is? Other than a brief shot of a dash cam at the beginning of that montage, there's really no way to know where we started.
I remember the first celebrity I ever met, Willie Mays. I was just a kid, but it made me go, that's what I want to be when I grow up.
Hopefully the limo driver is not thinking the same thing.
Hey, what's wrong?
Show tips its hand on whether it's gonna lean into reality or drama early on. What kind of a dumbass doesn't immediately look over to where the dog is intently staring and barking? Discount Kevin James. Oh, so we're just gonna enter the house of a deceased person without saying anything? Dude, why even bother clearing the rooms if this is the best you're gonna do? If it's too much to handle alone, call for goddamn backup.
There's also a glove, hat, and an envelope.
That's right, folks. This is one of two critically acclaimed TV shows from 2016 that explored all the details that you've heard many times before about this case. It was truly the Dante's Peak volcano era of OJ crime stories. Also, in case it isn't clear yet, we're sitting the out of this show, not the actual tragic deaths of two people, both of whom are constantly overlooked when retelling this story, including this right here, which treats this event as a springboard for a chance for some actors to work on their impressions and bad makeup.
About OJ Simpson, anybody notify him yet?
We don't want a Belushi situation.
And we don't want Ryan Murphy all over the life and death of John Belushi. So how about we don't give him any ideas, Chris Bauer?
I don't think I've ever been up here before.
Clearly. Otherwise, you would have driven up to the gate and the driveway instead of parking half a block away to allow a brief walk and talk.
Hey, you should see this.
You better come take a look at this cliche.
Why don't they answer the door?
In all of his career, have they never knocked on the door of someone who wasn't home? This shouldn't be so confusing. Blatantly ignoring doorbells. Look, I don't care how urgent your need is. In a house this big, the doorbell's gonna be a very obvious choice. Idolatry. Hey, that's an actual sin. Also, why is this treated like a bum 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 moment? They know exactly who owns this house.
Are you on a substance?
What?
Show recreates every Thanksgiving conversation I've had with my mother. This goes on for some time, and I guess it's trying early to establish the doubt that we have about whether or not he did it. But it comes off more like a bargain bin Kubrick tracking shot.
You didn't ask how she died.
Look, Show, we all have opinions on this case. Hell, I told Kato Caleb personally that OJ did it, so showing me stupidly supposed gotcha moments like these do nothing for anyone. And I guarantee you it's the first of many times in this series. This show has clearly attended the Fast and Furious Presents Hobbs and Shaw School for titling things.
Hey, Travis, please stop playing with your food.
Ah, sudden early 90s perm.
I don't want cereal.
Well, that is too bad. That's all we have.
I don't like it.
Kids. Okay, cameraman, what the hell sort of wild ride am I taking here? I just want to see what kind of cereal the kids are having, because if it's Cheerios, the kid has a point about not wanting to eat them. Whoa, lady, you're gonna wash those puzzle pieces down the drain? Do you not know the gut-wrenching disappointment of a missing puzzle piece in a nearly complete puzzle?
Brentwood. Nobody gets killed in Brentwood.
Can we really trust Marsha's opinion on anything when she's forgotten to put the milk away?
Just wanted the prosecutor's opinion, that's all.
Well, this prosecutor says go get him.
This always happens in TV shows. Was the investigator done talking? Did she really not need any other information? Could she not say goodbye? God, this whole story is gross. It was gross in 1994, and it's just as gross now. Adding a sheen of extra drama to it both reminds you how gross it is and adds to it. So thanks for giving me stomach cramps, Ryan.
Lynn's baby shower.
Oh, Jesus.
Today at lunch.
A baby shower on a lunch break on a workday? I don't care who Lynn is or how sweet of a miracle her baby is. That's the dumbest time for a party, and it deserves to be canceled.
What time do you ballpark the murder?
Bruce Greenwood isn't the president of Los Angeles in this scene.
Simpson has a prior. 5 years ago, he pled no contest after he beat up Nicole.
They've been specifically talking about OJ doing crime in this meeting for quite a while, but this just now comes up.
OJ's a suspect.
Seriously, is this the only asshole to put this puzzle together? Even my great-grandmother watching this on the morning news knew this was going down.
Honey?
I've never been a set designer before, but can you imagine getting the instructions for this scene? Oh yeah, we want the clothes to spin around like at the dry cleaner or something. You do realize that this will take forever, and we should really focus on I want a spinny closet! Also, how dumb is this idea? What if a shirt falls off a hanger? Would you part the shirts like the Red Sea and crawl through to Narnia just to retrieve a shirt?
I got nothing to wear!
While standing in front of a packed closet cliche.
What about lime green?
Lime green, that would be exceptional, except then I gotta run out to Neverland. Michael's afraid of that color.
In case the OJ isn't controversial enough for you, let's add some MJ. Also, we sure are reveling in the 90s nostalgia, aren't we? Maybe later someone with a Rachel cut can talk about Jurassic Park and how terrible the Rock and Country Super Bowl halftime show was.
Look, I know your heart is in the right place, but these four walls, they box you in. It's just an endless cycle of bull.
Jessica Lange's conversations with Ryan Murphy on the set of American Horror Story somehow make it into this show.
See, the way things are sometimes, money is the only way to get justice.
This show can be over the top, insanely silly, and outright terrible at times, but there are some damn fine performances in this show, and Courtney B. Vance and Sterling K. Brown might be the cream of the crop.
This is outrageous.
I agree. A grown-ass woman should not have a poster of Jim Morrison hanging in her office.
Marcia.
Yeah.
The tape is here.
Person walks into a room with a declaration and damning evidence, and then we get a dramatic cue with a nice zoom in on the interested party to end the scene cliche.
Here, Simpson's blood.
Wait, this butthead drew OJ's blood back at the police station, then brought it all the way out to the crime scene to deliver it to the pathologist?
See, now that pisses me off. They got the juice in handcuffs.
That's interesting, because it pisses me off when people talk about themselves in the third person. I'm sure he's saying something interesting here, but Eyebrow can't understand any eyebrow thing he's eyebrowing.
Come on, I don't want to be late. We have tickets to the premiere of I Love Trouble.
Said no one with excitement in their voice in 1994. Even Julia Roberts and Nick Nolte.
It's OJ Simpson.
Is this line dramatic enough, judges? Yes, I'm being told this is enough to merit a roll commercials.
I don't have time for this.
Honestly, neither do I. But yet here I am watching your lawyer question your ability to handle the responsibilities of being a mother and having a career while also going through a divorce. It's great.
I am disgusted with how OJ Simpson's been treated by the LAPD.
Especially after he did such a realistic and sincere performance as one of them in the Naked Gun films.
I don't think he's holding up. It's like he's not really the juice anymore.
Well, if he's juice, he's not holding up well at all because juice.
Bob is right.
It's just to give us something to talk about.
I mean, if he's still free in a year, you could actually talk about something to talk about, so that's something to talk about.
Chloe, Courtney, stop running.
Thank God they included that famous detail about the Kardashian sisters being intimately involved in this O.J. Simpson story.
Did you ever see the pictures of her face after he laid into her?
Gossiping at a funeral. Funisipping? Gooneral? Buttoning your blazer before your bottom blesses the bench.
Well, let's find him. Come on.
Both cops run in the exact same direction to search this large mansion for the potentially dangerous murder suspect.
They went out back.
But this is the last room Bob saw him in, so why didn't he check here first?
Oh my God. We're going to look like morons.
I get why you think that now, Sarah, but don't worry. Come awards time, this show will win. Holy 28 goddamn awards? This show won 28 awards? What the is wrong with people?
Good evening, idiot hookers.
We don't want a Belushi situation.
Are you on a substance?
Wow. I'm going to town.
This is a crime scene.
Honey.
What?
Where's my super suit?
It's just an endless cycle of bull.
I smell bull.
Marcia.
Yeah.
Marcia.
Putting off filing until we get the blood test.
It feels like something bit me.
Nobody is more organized than Bill.
I'm here to help.
You believe that, don't you, Danny? That I'm here to help you in any way I can?
Gordon isn't accepting the proposed terms of divorce. He wants to go to trial.
God damn it.
Too old for this.